Hi everyone. For those of you that I have not met, my name is Bill Wolff and I am Associate Professor of Chemistry and Lead Faculty at Pennsylvania Highlands Community College. One of my duties as lead faculty is to be the ACE liaison between the college and the ACE faculty in the high schools. The purpose of this video is to provide a professional development activity for those that did not attend our recent ACE Discipline-specific meeting for ACE instructors. For the short time that I'm going to be with you today, or speaking to you today, I thought I would remind you of some of the items that you should keep in mind as you deliver our chemistry courses, and then finish up addressing the topic of assessment. We've been asked by our ACE administrators to emphasize assessment in our professional development this year. It's a good time to remind everyone that although you are teaching a chemistry course in the high school classroom, the theory behind accelerated college education, or ACE, is that you are teaching our course at your location, which means that the content and the academic rigor should be the same or better than our courses. The best roadmap or outline for how our courses are to be delivered is the syllabus. The syllabus and other useful course materials are located on the course page in MyPeak. The syllabus provides information on course content, textbook and lab manual, learning objectives, and student evaluation. The textbook, the laboratory experiments performed, the assessment tools, the rigor of the content should be college appropriate. The syllabus should be given to each college student. Now let's turn our attention to assessment. Assessment is a necessary part of delivering a college level course. Our accreditation by Middle States is dependent upon providing data that shows our students are learning what we say they should be learning according to our syllabi. We have to demonstrate that we have a culture of assessment at the college. To that end, each course must have a common assessment or assessments across all sections and instructors. That includes courses that are taught as part of the ACE program. However, only those ACE instructors that receive a visit from a college faculty member that year will be required to participate. Not all outcomes will be assessed every semester. It may only be 1 or 2 outcomes, and the complete assessment of the course may take several years. The assessment tool may be quizzes, exam questions, or lab experiments that focus on different outcomes. The assessment tool will be posted on MyPeak on the course page. As an example, let's take a look at assessing introductory chemistry, since most of you are introductory chemistry professors. The syllabus for the course lists all of the expected outcomes, and I've decided that the outcome this year that we will assess is outcome number 2. And it reads as follows. The student will be able to demonstrate an understanding of the structure of an atom and how it relates to the periodic table as evidenced by, and this is how we will know that they have understood the outcome. Given the atomic notation of an isotope, the student will be able to deduce and then list the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in the atom. Given the name of an element in the periodic table, the student will be able to predict the number of electrons in its outer shell, as well as indicate its location by group and period, and then classify it as a metal, metalloid, or non-metal. The student will also be able to give us its electron configuration and the charge of its ion. The assessment tool for this outcome is Quiz 3G, and it's located on the assessment page section of the course page. Let's open it up and take a look. We ask that you administer the quiz during the time you're covering the material or as part of the final exam for the course. It would be better if you assess when you are covering the material. After grading the quiz, you will need to report the scores of the students. By the way, we only want scores of the students that are enrolled in the ACE course. You can report the scores by using the data spreadsheet that is also posted in the accreditation section. Let's open it up. At the top of the sheet, you will see the academic year, the assessment tool, which in this case is Quiz 3G, and the total points possible. You will then enter the scores of the students, and the names of the students are not necessary. The averages will be calculated. However, you will need to enter the percentages of students scoring 70% or better and 80% or better. There is also a place for comments at the bottom. The ACE instructor will be required to submit the completed data sheet, a copy of an assessment of a student that received an A, one of a student receiving a C, and one of a student receiving an F. These should be submitted to me via email as soon as they are available, or at least by the end of the school year. My contact information will follow at the end. That brings us to the end of our session. I hope you have found this helpful, and as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me by email or phone, and I hope you have a great school year.